Hello again. Um, Back with another episode. Excuse me. I must admit, I got a little bit stuck. But I want to start from showing you something I did off screen, sort of. I don't know, it seems like I just simply rushed a little bit without a second thought. I believe the last recording stopped with the response of Claude and some questions, and I noticed that it got some things wrong here, so I fixed it really quick. It made some corrections. It was all about that he's I don't think I mentioned to it that I already have more than 30 AI models to assign to just the 21 C-suite positions, which actually is 22 with the CEO, which would be hugely part of the operator of the system. So, anyways, 21 seems way too much for a solopreneurship. Anyways, still, I got so into it that it kind of makes sense, and I want to use this episode to walk myself through the process of actually developing the final list and how I approached it, because I did a lot of work off screen since I worked with a traditional notebook to just sketch out some ideas and see visually where it all takes me. And it took me places, and it took a lot of time, but in the end I managed to figure it out. But it had the sort of conclusion here that it will assign, yeah. So initially I listed 16 of AI options that I knew of. In the meantime, I found, like, I doubled this number, but I didn't mention it in the past few prompts, so it wasn't informed about it. So I had to again tell it not to put a single AI into more than one role. Rather do the opposite way. So one role can be assigned to more than one model, but not the other one way around. So it fixed it. Yeah, here it thought it's 16, and Yeah, so basically that was a small detail I wanted to make clear. Mm. Then it asked me to choose from option A or B if it wanted to assign as many as possible or be selective. I chose it to be selective. Mm. Then it suggested I should create a project, which I did. It suggested a name and some description, and it is here. So the project inside Claude is called AI Enterprise Architecture, the Visionaries Board. So here there's gonna be an attempt to use Claude to basically introduce the 21 member C-suite board to it, add the AI LLMs list, and then let it suggest the best possible assignments or pairing or whatever you choose to call it, matching, I guess, so that each member has its own AI dedicated to it. Then we'll probably work on some prompts, but this is already a huge project. It was a simple idea that honestly I thought I will be able to just run through quite smoothly and quite quickly. Turns out it wasn't that easy, and it didn't go as quick as I expected. So there's a place here for the files that I'm still working on, and there are instructions here. Uh, let's read this aloud just to get on the same page, because I must admit, after the last episode, I spent at least a few hours working on the ideas on paper. I took out the notebook and I started to just riff on the idea, and I drew a couple of schematics of how I should actually look at this whole structure. And I was looking for ways to visualize it so it's not necessarily a top-down structure like a pyramid. It's more like an organic mm, biological structure with a CEO in the center of it, and then uh, putting the most important roles around it, but also considering which is next to which. That gave me a pretty good idea of what I'm trying to do, and there were even more ideas emerging from that, and more inspiration, more investigation and learning on the regular business, like traditional business structures, in different sizes of different companies. So there was a lot of studying in the background, in kind of like a backstage that wasn't really recorded in any way other than in those drawings and my explorations of the subject. Um, I also added a few links to one of the notebooks in Notebook LM. Uh, oh yeah, and there's this. The teal organization. So while I was researching some stuff on how to build a team, in the end, I found there are new, quite new ways to approach organization and how decisions are being made, and considering the concept of using AI as the team members, well, some level of self-governance and self-management, it would actually be a reasonable thing to do to be able to create something that saves most amounts of time. And another thing is that as soon as I sorry, created something that looked quite formal, as in a way of creating sort of a chain of command down from the top of the organization. Turns out that most successful new companies they negate it completely. They drop it. They want information to flow seamlessly up and down without, you know, any bottlenecks between different levels of management, which seems very close to the idea of teal organization, but that's very new to me. First of all, I was never a business owner. I used to manage some people at a very basic level, at the very basic business that wasn't even mine. So I do have like a minimal real life experience, but nothing of this size. So I was really struggling to find the best way, and the best way turned out to be something I really tried to make very advanced from the get-go. So I got quite overburdened with with my own idea, basically, is what happened. So I had to take a moment, had a couple of days that weren't very productive in terms of the project itself. But now it seems like I'm ready to continue where I left off, which is an episode as the that will serve as a bridge to the next one that I had in mind when I was at the end of the previous one, because there has been some developments and I chose to just go through it all once again. I'm also thinking of getting a camera, so as soon as I'm over with the final stage of creating those lists, I might install some most basic webcam just for now, just to kick things off, and maybe there will be my talking head present in the video as well. We'll see about that, but that's basically the plan. So that will be like another stage of the project, I guess. So let me read the description that Claude basically came up with for itself as a project description. This project documents the creation of an innovative AI orchestration system, a virtual enterprise structured as a 21-member C-suite board, with each role assigned to a specialized AI LLMs. The goal: build a personal brand fusing art, creativity, philosophy, psychology, and consciousness expansion, powered by a meticulously designed AI team where each member has distinct capabilities and responsibilities. This is both the infrastructure for building a brand and a meta experiment in human AI collaboration, documenting what becomes possible when a visionary learns to direct an AI ensemble rather than doing everything alone. Current phase: pairing 30 plus AI LLMs to 21 C-suite positions through strategic matching based on capabilities, personality fit, and distribution principles. Okay, that's good. That's very great. I will start the project. And I am wondering how this works. Set project instructions. Provide Claude with relevant instructions and information for charts within AI enterprise architecture, the Visionaries board. This will work alongside user preferences and the selected style in a chat. Huh. Huh. Okay, it looks like at least in the examples it gives short instructions, not very complex ones. I don't really have any specific ideas for it yet, but this will definitely come in handy, I'm pretty sure. Let's check our preferences again. Okay, so I have a work function for Claude, but I won't really mess with any of those until oh, I love this. But I love this too. I will see. I will see about it. I will see about which one will I actually stick with. I am dyslexic as AF, so this is very tempting to use this one, but oh, it has voices. Oh, I never tried it. Okay, never mind. I will play around with the settings for this specific Claude as soon as I have a role assigned to it. Since it's helping me with developing everything, well, it might take one of the major roles. But no matter what it chooses to do with the whole idea, it will probably, just straight up assign stuff. This is not for free, is it? What? No way. Holy smokes. Is this possible for the free account? I don't think it was the last time I checked. Which is crazy. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. This is beyond my ability to, just like, I don't even know most of those stuff. This is okay. I think for a certain period of time, I felt like I am riding the wave of AI, but it got way bigger and faster than I could comprehend. Actually, I wasn't able to keep up at all for some time. I was very invested in playing with GPT, but then I got like taken aback by it for a couple of times, and they kind of dropped it for a while. This sounds really weird that you can actually connect an LLM to your accounts where you can, basically I mean money related stuff. It's very interesting just to, running through it and watching it. Some of those options seem very interesting. But for now, let's just, I guess I will have to I guess I will have to study it a little more later when I have an opportunity. So I will just uh, open yet another tab for it. Put it at the back. Return here. Yeah, it came out, just literally came out a few days ago. I never paid for any AI in my life yet, and I am not changing it until AI helps me make some money. As soon as I get paid for something that AI helped me do, mm, like a standalone offer project, product, whatever. First thing I do with this money is upgrading the most useful LLM. I will actually, I actually thought of using it as a, as a, oh, I never noticed that the little thing follows the cursor. I really like those little tiny details. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I actually thought of using the fact that I'm willing to pay for for an upgrade of a plan for the best AI LLM that I can use or find most useful for me. Um, I want to use that fact as a bait for it to try harder. Of course, it doesn't make sense. I know. I guess it doesn't, but I want to just play with the idea and pretend if it does matter. Just for funsies. Okay, so now back to the real deal. Full list of C-suite level positions with detailed per descriptions in English. I am seriously concerned about the complexity of this matter, but I would like to start with a concept Okay, let me show you what I'm actually working on. So here's the full list. Here's 3 times 7 and 7 times 3. And what I'm actually thinking of is separating it into different groups, just to create sort of a level based, like you know, make it make levels of complexity of the board. And actually I managed to figure out something that I want to show you. I am not sure if I will be able to explain it fully, the idea that stands behind it, but there's a thing called heptagon. All right, and obviously it's a seven-sided polygon. or 7 gone. In this concept, the CEO would be a center surrounded by 7 equally important C-suite level positions. And as you can see, they're grouped, like they will be able to be side to side to each other. They will create kind of a, you know, it's hard to really explain without uh, being able to show my drawings. I probably could have. Oh yeah, this is my favorite one. I will just. Um, I will move there soon, but first, I just wanted to. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I love maths. I love all the different weird stuff related to geometry, but this is my favorite finding. And I based the whole concept on this structure. Because as you can see, this looks very organic and very well organized. So I thought of putting CEO in the center and then assigning more roles to more of those sections, as you can see here on in the picture on the screen, and it makes more than 21, but still it lets me build a structure that the placement and relationships of different roles are more logically coherent, at least visually to me. So I can see different directions where uh, focus and attention should go and how it should be distributed further into more specific and more specialized roles. But each big section, although it could be divided into another bunch of smaller roles, as you can see here, you can choose to basically assign some of or most of, if not all of the responsibilities that would be assigned to the smaller roles into the bigger ones, and you can like put a little bit more responsibility on the bigger role, and once there's a need you can actually extend it further. So once, okay, you are the founder and CEO, let's say, then you start off building a team of 7 suit level roles or C suit level positions. Then each of them can, let's say, double, or at least let's focus on just those, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more roles, right? So it gives you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this can be a cool combination because you can have two different C-suite level rows here, and them combined can basically create the third one, if that makes sense. And then these two can create one more, and these two can create one more. And this is basically how, um, how these things could be developed organically. So that was the basic idea behind it, and I must say I am in love with this structure, with this with how it looks, and I really like the fact that they used such colors. It's and as you can see, it's I think it makes a lot of sense. So now I have this full list. And although I think this should be 0, I noticed that assigning 0 value to anything for any LLM makes it quite a bit confused. And you have to try really hard to make sure that it doesn't mess everything up with, assigning 0 to something doesn't, so you can, prevent it from doing all the wrong things. So for this reason, I will stick with putting number 1 to it, and this will be assigned to the most general and most important and most extensive AI that I can think of. And as of now, it looks like it might end up being GPT for me. But I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see what Claude comes up with. I'm pretty sure it will come up with putting itself as CEO, as I already saw that tendency for each LLM to do that first of all. I will see. We'll just probably discuss it with the AI itself and develop it further. So not to try to make everything perfect before even, it looks like I'm trying to create something, right? And it needs ingredients, and I'm stuck on the level of choosing perfect ingredients, um, without even trying to make the thing yet. So it's like, training. I think I saw Tim Ferriss a short clip on Instagram or somewhere where he was comparing trying to perfect things before launching anything. I think he or I guess he was in general talking about the endless preparation stage. So I believe he compared it to playing soccer, like always training solo, never actually playing soccer. So I guess instead of trying to make a perfect sense out of it all, I'll just throw it into Claude and see what comes out. So I'll just prepare the best input I can, not to perfect it before, and we'll see what happens later. So, the first few roles will be very obvious, very like standard regular ones. And then it will get more and more interesting, right? But the problem is that I really don't like the order in which those roles are placed here, because I don't want AI to think that this matters this much. But in case it will think it matters, in which order these roles come up, unfortunately, I think there's no other chance to go further without reorganizing it so it makes more sense, actually. And I think, yeah, I discovered through working on paper that this whole list is missing one of the most crucial, most important roles that I actually missed. I have no idea how, because initially it was like one of the first ones I basically kicked it off with, and it's not here, which is a problem. See, so we do have 21 here, but we don't have one of the most important ones that could probably make it to the top 7. If not, then it will be definitely on one of the first positions of the top 14. I mean, below 7. And it's a CRO, which stands for Chief Research Officer. Using AI for research is one of the most productive and useful cases. That made me realize that this actually means that we have to basically go back to Gemini. I don't think I will just, I don't think I will go ahead and just tell it that it messed up by missing it. Because I don't think that's the best use of time. And that was just TOT. That was a very good idea, but I really want to find a spot where it made this terrible mistake that misguided me so much. It kept coming up with, different ideas and stuff, but look, it's here in the prompt. How the hell did it miss it? Or, oh no, it's here. It's still here. Okay, it creates some sectors, which is okay. It came up with what, 5 sectors? That's okay. But then I told it to rework it, and then it lost it. And I don't think that's good. I missed it. That was a big mistake of mine. And although it put the CEO on the 0 spot as I told it, then it came up with 19 roles without the CRO. I'm glad I discovered it. There are actually more reasons than just my. I need to use Google Translate again. It's actually a cool word for someone that doesn't. In case you wonder how to read this hell of a word, you read it spostrzegawczość, which is not a noun, though, as observation would suggest. It's a trait. So it should be adjective. So observation as an adjective. I'm not entirely sure if it functions like this in English because it didn't come to mind first. But yeah, so finding out about the fact that the whole list that I considered, like I almost considered ready, was missing one of the most important, one of the most basic and crucial roles. It was not only possible by my observation alone. I had I had been watching 2 AI webinars recently. I've been watching way more, but 2 of them actually mentioned role of a researcher that you should uh, put AI to work as a researcher. So it had, you know, it put big pressure on leveraging AI to work with research, or to work on research, or to use it to research. And then I realized that my CRO is not on list. CAO got kind of dissolved to CAI, CA, CEAO got also um, morphed into something else. Here we go. So I was actually trying to figure out what maybe I could merge something like, I guess. Oh, it's still here though. Holy cow! How did I miss it in the end? Where did it get lost? I guess here. No, it's still here. What the heck happened? What the heck happened with it? Where did it go? It's actually still here. Where did it go? I guess. I was convinced that it kind of dropped it somewhere there, but it seems like it's probably this chat. Um, I really want to investigate this because, yeah, it's here. Chief Research Officer. Is it possible that it was just my simple human mistake? That I just, like, forgot about it? It's still here. Um, it came up with more ideas. Okay. Let's explore. Did it miss it somewhere here? Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's here where it messed up. Do you see CRO anywhere here? Because I don't. No, it's here. Damn. I missed it. How did it happen? I cannot really wrap my head around it. Did I just change its name, or what did I do to it? Damn. You see, it's still here. How did I lose it? I lost this. Turn it around into something else. Uh, okay. Yeah, it's still here. This is crazy. I'm starting to fear that this might actually be hard to, you see it's still here, find out how it happened that I don't have this very important role in my on my list. Still here. Okay, so this is where it messed up. Must have messed up somewhere here. Still here. Did it come up with it? CEO, COO, CFO, CLO, CPO, CMO, CTO, CHRO, CSO, CXO, CDO, CDA. I guess chief data analyst. Yeah, I thought about this being important, and it's not on this either. How did I just literally? Oh my god, it's here. I guess I just literally missed. I just didn't copy and paste it from somewhere. I guess that's the only possible explanation whatsoever for it not being there. Instead, I maybe just came up with something else. Look, it clearly says that there are 22. I found that strange because it says 21, but I forgot that the CEO is number 0. So what happened here? Sorry for snoozing like this. It's not a word. Jesus Christ. Yawning, I guess I meant. Yeah, sorry for yawning. Getting tired already. and I didn't really move forward much. Jesus Christ. And it's been 60 minutes already since I hit record. Yeah, but so no. Turns out AI didn't miss anything. I did. Human made a mistake. And it probably happened by just simply not paying enough attention. So, how did it happen? I'm not sure, but we gotta work it out now. Since it has the whole description like this, it should be here. Yeah? It's here. So now I have to rework the whole thing. Or get back to the basic idea of making a CO a zero position. CFO would be second. I would definitely put, yeah, I'm putting the research right after the financial officer. It will make things easier because I will just add it here and the rest will remain the same. Well, it's not ideal, obviously. What's going on? Why is it not coming through? Oh no, what happened? Why is it so huge all of a sudden? Jesus! Why? Oh no, I forgot to translate it. Damn. It's in Polish all of a sudden. Oh my goodness, there's so much mess. So we have to get back to the initial file, find the spot where it belongs, put it there, and then just try to So are you gonna tell me that it's here? Or is it not? It is! Oh, how did I miss it? Can somebody explain to me how? Most likely, I just skipped it somehow at some point for some very annoying reason. I must have been distracted or tired or something like that. No way, it's here! It's here. It was one of the last things that came up. What the heck? What the heck? Which size was it? I don't remember. 14? I think I deleted those. This will be number 3. And I think it was something along those lines. Is that correct? What? I didn't delete this? I didn't. I thought I did. Oh, sorry guys. I am just finding it all quite confusing. Because I cannot really explain how it happened that it was missing actually. This is size 20 and this is size 14. How does this go over for... Oh. should be size 11. Okay, so just the name of the role is bigger, and then we go down to size 11 of the font. Okay, let's do it. Shoot, still it's too big now. Still, it's supposed to be this. Yep. Okay, sound looks about right. Yeah, so there are different departments, there are different sectors. It's complicated. I think we should develop it with AI further, right? And stop really trying to enforce its perfect form before even starting to work on it. Okay, so okay, we added the researcher. Um, and this is going to be what I'm putting into the damn AI. Okay, this is probably, yeah, I see what happened here. You see, there's a difference. I didn't make the names bigger at the one point. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that these things are not perfect. Yeah, you see, what I'm learning about myself during recording those sessions is that I think I might be putting a little bit too much attention to non-essential details because I am trying everything to be perfect, which makes not a whole lot of sense in the long run. But this is a good thing that I am noticing it, and it helps me see things that weren't so obvious to me before. So that's actually a good thing. That's cool. I like the fact that it helped me find it out. I wasn't really aware of it, of the size of the thing, of my perfectionist. But okay. I have to just, you know, use it, use its good sides, and maybe I think I will just stick with education. Drop the L. Drop the development. But we'll see. The visual part of the list is important to me because it helps me kind of, anchor my attention onto the most important things. There was another distinction I made. Law officer, that's very important. But because there is a. So once again, CEO, COO, CFO, CRO, CMO, CTO, CHRO, CXO. These were obvious. So CSO, from what I've seen on the internet, was that it very often stands for Chief Security Officer. So I thought, yeah, makes sense, right? Or CISO, so Chief Information Security Officer. This gets foggy with other roles. So I thought, yeah, CISO could be better because it wouldn't double as CSO. So I kind of added it. And I guess I added it instead of CGO. Or not instead of CGO, but maybe. I don't know anymore. It's been just too much. Okay, but since we are running through this episode and actually, just refining the refinements, but finally got a pretty good list. I'm not calling it final. Let it be just what it is for now. I will be honest, I don't think I've read through each word of each description. I think I scanned through it and should make sense more than not. And let's just stick to it as it is. So the C-suite level positions or job descriptions, let's approach it more humanistically and let's not try too hard to make it perfect for Claude to make it easier for it. I'll just feed it with what we managed to create here and we'll see, I guess. Well, the AI descriptions will be definitely much more technical. Now, What do I put in here? Do I? I guess I can just. No way! That's so cool. Okay, so this is done. I'm pretty sure that would be a good idea to just end this episode here. The next one could probably be about working through the list of AI LLMs. Let's see if I can actually. Oh no, I don't think. Oh no, I don't think these are translated yet. Holy cow. Hmm. That's so cool that you could just connect it to the G drive and just pick a file and it's uploaded like this. This is so freaking cool. I'm starting to think I actually might need a team of humans to work on this project. Oh my god. This is crazy. Anyways, in the next episode, I will most likely work through the translations. I will give it a list and it will run it. I guess I gave it three portions of seven roles. So for the AI models, yeah, it's oh no. I guess the idea was also for just one of it on each on each side. Cool, it'd be like this. I don't care too much, to be honest. Oh goodness. No, I'm not going to force it to be perfect. Yeah, but that's really lots of translations to be made. I will have to put it through the Gemini to just translate it all and then paste it inside the brand new doc. That's very boring, but I'm gonna have to just run it through. And then we will have to set up instructions within the project, add the second file with a description of AI LLMs, and create a prompt. And that will be it. But it takes almost forever. Once I get through it and roles are will have AIs assigned to them, and we start playing with the actual project. I'm really thrilled on trying all those out. Literally can't wait. So it makes me a little bit worried that it takes so much time to get through the process. While I really want it to be very well done. That's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm really hoping to actually make a good use of it, and maybe some of the actual outputs or processes, ideas, designs, whatever, they will actually, make sense in the long run and make it through the final thing, which will be my real life business. So at least that's the plan. So hopefully we can make it through until that point. Really looking forward to it. And until then, I must be patient and just do the work. I'm really curious about how much faster it all could be done if I had better ideas. I already see ways I could improve when it comes to speed, when it comes to efficiency. But I guess that's the whole point of the project and of the documentation process. It makes myself more critical towards what I'm doing, and you know, I keep looking at the time of the video. Makes me actually focus on doing things faster in less time. Thanks for now. See you next time.